All right, so we are up to session 29, and in the midst of Heloise Trude's apartment, there wasn't like I think last session could be summarized pretty quickly, because a lot of it was combat. But I will give the summary since it's been 4 weeks since we played. You guys were standing outside the apartment, and you had a magical key that would open the front door. When you entered in, you almost immediately realized that it's the four of you all looking exactly like Pebble. And then you realized you had a fifth person. So nobody knows where the actual Pebble went, but none of you was wearing a mitre and your fanciest clothing. So you realize that the actual Pebble somehow had disappeared in the midst of all this. Going inside, Latch began to detect various traps that were set into the floor and some panels in the walls that were there to control the traps. You saw that there are, or he saw rather, that there are memory lanterns at major junctions in the hallways to record what's going on. But very little you could do about that. At least he was pretty sure that all they would see is the four pebbles wandering around. So you were making your way up one of the hallways, when you briefly managed to avoid a guard, but he eventually came out a different door and saw you. So you wound up chasing that guard down. He managed to retreat far enough to get to a panel that rang an alarm, which alerted the other guard, who later joined into the fight. While you were fighting that first guard, there was a cat that emerged from the ballroom and was sort of curiously interested in Elson, constantly twitching his tail back and forth, rubbing against Elson. That cat later turned out to be an imp, and he wasn't merely twitching his tail, he was actively attempting to sting Elson, but missing repeatedly. So he also got involved in the fight. Uh, a little clay construct came out of the kitchen and made it past you guys and went into what is labeled in the map of the apartment as an office, but turned out to be the bedroom converted into a bedroom for Heloise Troon's artificer. So then he joined the fight. You, Elzen, inadvertently, after I did skip one part. You went into a bedroom, a guest bedroom, where you saw there was a gnome asleep in the bed, and Elzen triggered the silence scroll that you guys had, tying it down to a, I forget what you put it on. You put it on some item that you used to silence the room so that Latch could go and loot that room without waking up the gnome. Latch eventually returned with that sort of silence thing on him, which created some havoc because the artificer couldn't use his spells because he wound up getting caught in this zone of silence. But Elzen inadvertently killed the artificer by blasting him with Eldritch Blast, not realizing how close he was to death. And his little clay construct then stopped fighting and went over and just sat down next to the body. You eventually subdued the two guards, but not before one of them clobbered Lee on the head, causing him to have a concussion. So maybe we'll count that as Peter's going to the emergency room, that Lee has brain damage that requires him to make a saving throw while in combat, or else he has to forego his action for that round. And that can be treated by magical healing, but he hasn't gotten any magical healing yet, or 10 days worth of bed rest to get rid of the effect. So that is still ongoing. But you did eventually subdue the two guards and rendered them unconscious. You took the lead guard's flaming rapier, and you took the weapons away from the artificer. Although I will say the artificer's weapons are going to cease to be magical after a day or two, as they're not permanently enchanted. But you did take them both, you took all of their weapons away from them, leaving them tied up in the hallway. You then made your way back to Heloise Troon's bedroom, which you began to search. There's a lot of very expensive clothing there, several sealed doors still. There's I think Elzen, I sort of forgot and I didn't go back to check this, but I believe Elzen collected a bunch of the jewelry that you found stowed in drawers there. So I think Elzen is holding on to that.
Yeah.
Um, Elzen also managed to find a secret door that led into a chamber. You were looking for writings of hers. There's nothing in this particular room that looks like a writing desk or any sort of writing surface, but there's a magical circle inscribed in the floor that's glowing faintly. There's a large sort of demon head statue or carving of stone that's hanging on a wall that looks very heavy. There's a demonic statue in the corner next to a chest. There's a bookcase in the far corner, and then another door identical to the one Elzen walked through on the far wall. Elzen is the only one in that room. Um, but that's where we are at the moment. Elzen, make me a perception check.
Reception.
Technically you're at disadvantage. So yeah, that's pretty much all you see, except that you also notice there is a large mirror on the wall that is opposite the glowing circle. So you could see that on the wall. The reflections you notice appear to be somewhat distorted and shifting as you look into the room. You think you should see the demonic statue, uh, but the demonic statue almost looks like it's shifting around in the face of the mirror as you look at it. As you are all standing there, you hear something outside that sounds like an enormous whirring and flapping noise, almost like giant wings in a vast wind, as suddenly the window smashes open. And through the window, crashing in, glass flying everywhere, comes Pebble. His miter is now sort of like broken and bent and pointing forward as he crashed headfirst through the window.
He gets up, he brushes himself off. You notice that he has positioned his arm strangely, and as he like relaxes it, you notice he's holding an ice cream cone, which he begins licking. Hey guys, how you going?
We look like you, by the way. I don't know if I don't know if you I think we tried to drink them in front of you so that you would see it happen, but I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah, he was, I would just say he was with you when you took the potions.
I just helped Pebble stand up. You all right there, buddy?
Oh yeah, I'm great. I got this cool tweet, and I met some cool people, and they showed me these weird, like moving images, and then I told them, oh wait, I gotta go somewhere, and then so they helped me to fly around to find out where I was going, and I pointed somewhere, and then I just got really excited. I saw you guys through a window, so I just jumped.
Let me see that ice cream cone.
Oh, here.
I stick it on my forehead. Oh, that feels so much better.
Oh, uh, okay. I, 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 I hope it tastes good there.
That it is good to see you.
So yeah, Elzen, you walked into the secret room.
Oh yeah. So
Uh, yeah, and Latch looked dismayed as he saw you walk by into the secret room.
Um, so what's been going on, guys? What I missed?
Um, Not much, not much. You know, we're just having a look around.
Oh, cool.
You got taller?
Uh, I maybe that'd be pretty
You look
cool.
taller.
Oh, neat. Well, who, who are you, which one are you? Did you all kind of like me.
You can't tell our voices apart.
No?
I mean, you're still technically all wearing the same equipment as always.
Yeah, but
That
does
doesn't matter.
Pebble actually notice any of that? This is when you learn that he has voice blindness.
Can only recognize a person by their face. Well, that just makes it more fun, right? We're having a look around. You find anything in there? Calling out over to their room.
Ah,
Oh,
there's a mirror.
I
It's,
see.
it is shifting.
Right. There are also two chests
There's
and what looks like a globe that I didn't mention.
yeah, he calls that out. And there is some sort of demon skull.
Oh, cool. What's in here?
Careful.
Hey, all of you get back here. Start going after Pebble. All the pebbles. Pebbles, spread out.
Oh, this one looks pretty cool. What's all this?
Don't touch anything yet, just in case it's dangerous.
But I wanna.
As I see
So
it, there's like blood going down my fucking face.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
you got cut.
Yeah, it's all right.
He passes the ice cream.
Latch looks in the room and says, I mean, there are two chests in there you could take a look at, but that room doesn't look safe.
No, but
I'll like.
it looks like what we came for.
He doesn't know that.
I mean,
He doesn't know that.
maybe it doesn't. I wouldn't necessarily expect the real valuables to be in the room with the magic mirror, but I didn't see him in here either.
I'll see where are the chests exactly here.
There's one here next to the demon head on the wall, and then one here next to the globe and the full-sized demon statue.
I look at Pebble. The three of you spread out. Quit sticking together.
Oh, okay. I will go here.
I'll look at this chest to see if it's like secured to anything.
So it is clearly a very heavy chest. It's about 5 feet long. It's banded in it's low light, so it's hard to make out exactly what sort of metal it is, but it's definitely banded in metal. It doesn't necessarily look like it's affixed to the floor.
I have dark vision
But
now.
and right, so you could see it black and white.
It's like pitch black in here.
It's ex, there is a faint glow from the magic circle on the floor, but
Got
that's
it.
about it.
Okay.
So you can also now make me, and Lee can make me I don't know where did Pebble go? I don't know
Wandered
where
off
Pebble-
again. All of them. All three of them wandered off.
I'm in the room.
Oh, I see. Um, so yeah, Pebble, Lee, and Thalderin, you can also make perception checks now at disadvantage.
Okay.
Oof.
I'm gonna make the check. 1 second.
So Lee, you notice from where you are that the demon face on the wall, it appears to be like from its eyes, it seems like it's leaking a fluid, like almost like a black and white fluid. The gently drips down the face, dripping down onto the floor into a sort of intricate series of I mean, the floor itself is made of irregular stone, so it's dripping into the gaps between the stones. You gather that it's probably some sort of metal dripping down.
Yeah. Something dripping from that demon face. Don't taste it, Pill. Either three of you, don't touch it.
I, I was actually just wondering what it tastes like.
I literally was just about to say to everybody, what's it taste like?
Maybe we should
Lee saw the look on your face.
maybe we should put something in front of that. Quit having it drip down. Anybody got
I
something?
mean, yeah, you suddenly realize that, in fact, it's flowed between the cracks of all the stones on the floor. And so it's kind of under all of your feet, too.
Yeah, well, maybe stopping the progress of it. I don't know if that would be worth anything.
Well, I mean, I'll have a look. Hey,
So
Molly, anything look interesting here? What's going on with this?
make me a nature check.
Nature check. Interesting.
Yeah, so Mully says, it looks like Quicksilver. Though why the statue is bleeding Quicksilver, I don't know.
Is that used for some spells or anything?
I mean, it's an alchemical element. It could be magical. I mean, it's clearly magical. It's dripping continuously, endlessly from this face here. So some magic is causing it to form. The statue itself is interesting. I mean, it looks like it's pretty old, probably valuable. It's pretty detailed. Looks like it's heavy as fuck, but probably worth something. Especially if it's dripping endless quicksilver. Can't even imagine what an alchemist would pay for that thing.
Shame you can't bag it.
It must be. It, this sort
Oh,
of
by the way, quicksilver pretty toxic, so I wouldn't ingest any.
You hear that, Pebble?
Oh,
What's
No,
toxic?
it makes you sick. Poison. Bad.
whatever
That doesn't sound good.
whatever this quicksilver is used for, then Eloise must have a need for an endless supply of it.
Possibly. I mean, it flows into the floor here. Maybe it's going somewhere.
I have like a pen and an ink bottle. I'm gonna try to like stop her up, like collect some of it into the ink bottle.
Do we need
Okay.
to look up? Do we need to look up the like architect of this building? You know, do we have a Ghostbusters type of situation here?
I mean, you definitely, there must be a record of who designed the building.
right.
This floor seems unusual.
Wait, so is there a grate under the Quicksilver where it's like being collected or
It's not a grate. It's just so the whole floor is a sort of irregular pattern of stones. And in between the stones, there are little grooves. The quicksilver is quickly falling into these grooves and has flowed throughout the room. So, all throughout the room, in between the stones, are little bits of quicksilver, like little rivulets running through. Where the quicksilver is going after it flows through the room is not clear.
Um, can I get like, I don't know. I'll poke a hole. I assume this is like cushioned,
What's cushioned?
this little stool up here.
Yes.
I basically just poke a hole and pull out a little bit of the stuffing because I want to see if maybe I can see where it floats. So like drop a little bit on top of the quicksilver. Maybe it'll kind of sit on top and float down. I don't know.
Right. It doesn't, at least you don't see it move when you drop it onto the quicksilver.
Okay.
Like very slowly, if you watch it for a while, you'll notice it start to move between the stones as it moves away from the stone head. But there's not like any sort of fast level of flow.
Okay. I'm just trying to see if it goes anywhere. Like flow into something and into the wall or
Right. It doesn't appear as though there is an obvious direction of flow.
is the floor just absorbing it?
As near as you could tell, that does seem to be what's happening.
I say.
Maybe it's some kind of containment thing, kind of like how running water can shut down magic.
Mm,
Hey, Latch, are these chests trapped?
I ain't walking in there.
Why
They
not?
might be. Uh,
we're fine.
obvious DF for now. Demon iconography. This chick is some sort of cultist.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't want to. If I die, I'd rather my soul not be dragged into the Khyber. But you guys do you.
Listen, just don't die.
Hey, if you want to look at the chats and make sure they're trapped, I can bring them to you.
And Pebble goes to start to try and get one of the chests
I was like,
to
hold on. I
bring
said don't
over.
touch anything.
Hey, I
Is
always
Pebble
touch it.
listening to Thaldarin or dragging one of the chests?
I imagine that as he said that, Pebble had already like put his hand on the chest, getting ready to move it.
Why not? It's just right here, and just go over there.
Does the chest react?
The chest doesn't seem to react to him touching it.
Okay.
But Lat says, shouldn't we be looking for valuables? Yeah, there are
Yeah.
two chests in there, but we got other rooms to search. And
Yeah,
I know for a
listen,
fact this lady's got some valuable pocketable items.
I just go to leave. I'm like, all right, you guys take a look around. Come on, let's keep
Are
going.
the chests actually locked in an obvious
Uh,
way?
there are locks on them, yes,
Can
but
I
they're
peek out
like
this window?
built into. You can open the curtain.
What curtain?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I,
Uh, Ellison, can you take those runes down on the floor? Like write them down or something?
Yeah, yeah. Elzen would draw some on some parchment. He happens to have parchment on him.
So they're
uh,
fairly intricate. To do it accurately would take a little bit of time, like 10 minutes.
Pebble's gonna try and open the chests anyways, just to see if maybe it's not locked.
I
Oh,
told Latch, hey, let's go to the next room. By the way, I
right.
see this door, so I figured maybe we can go to it. That way, he's not around there. Whatever they find, he won't be privy to. Neither will I.
So yeah, he would try to open that door for you. It opens pretty easily.
But
Uh, but it reveals what you would sort of expect from the map of the place that you've seen. It is a bathroom. There you see inside there is what is clearly a cleansing stone as well as a large bathtub. There's also like a mirror and like small chair for her to get ready.
No urinal.
Is there a light in here?
Not that you see.
I'm bored.
So you were going to try to open the chest
Oh,
or
yes,
move it
yes.
or what?
I was going to try and open the chest just in case, it wasn't locked because I don't know if Pebble would even recognize a lock if it wasn't obvious.
So you could sort of like it's a pretty long chest. Like I said, it's about 5 feet across. You could like reach across diagonally and try to open it. Or would you just stand in front of it? Because you'd have to like stand on the magic circle to stand in front of it.
Uh, yes, I would do that because why wouldn't I? The magic circle
So
is just painting in the ground, or it's just this cool design thing.
So as Pebble steps onto the magic circle, Lee, Elzin, and Pebble make me charisma saves.
Yeah.
Okay. So as he steps on it, you begin to feel something beneath your feet begins to move as the mercury in between the stones begins to undulate. Let's see what happens. So all three of you experience a vision, but Pebble and Lee, you feel yourselves get, I don't know, actually, I guess maybe Pebble doesn't experience this in exactly the same way, but Lee, you feel yourself almost like you begin to freeze as a numbness flows upwards from your feet through your body. Pebble, you don't really experience cold, but you can still sense the fact that a wave of cold is moving upward through your body as this happens. And you feel something, both of you feel something weird happen on the top of your head as a shaft of your feathers across the side of your head goes sort of blue white and is tinged in magical frost. You're also both stunned for the moment, but all three of you are going to experience a bit of a vision as the mirror begins to glow. And I will send that to you.
I imagine Pebble just experiences a wave of wrongness.
The best I've felt all night.
Okay, it's not letting me send this for some reason. So you are all momentarily lost in this reverie as you begin to see a reflection of what looks like frozen wasteland, like a tundra, familiar to some degree to Pebble, although he doesn't recognize the location. But you have this sort of vivid vision as this image appears in the mirror. Meanwhile, what's Thaldarin doing?
Well, I'm just trying to get some light in this room.
Do you have a light source?
I technically have a torch. I also tried to see if I could open the curtain.
Oh, yeah, you definitely can open the curtains.
I see that did not let in as much light as I hoped it would. I suppose it is dark outside.
Right. So other than a like fairly fancy jeweled brush and the cleansing stone, you don't see anything that looks like it's particularly valuable in this room.
Yeah,
And it appears fairly functionary.
I'll just take them both, whatever.
Actually, you know they're valuable. Come on now.
Oh yeah, I know. I got some people downstairs who would pay good
Exactly.
money
There's
for
some
these
people waiting
things.
outside that are gonna pay good money for that, boy.
These were just wardrobes.
Yes, those are wardrobes. And
Um,
again, they're mostly filled with like clothing and boots and accessories and things like that. They do look valuable.
yeah.
In fact, fancier than the fancy clothes that you guys got. So those outfits are worth 500 gold each.
But
These
all
outfits are
for
probably
women.
worth, right, but expensive.
I just like it. This seems like you'd have to know the right person to sell it to, and that's if anybody's in the know, they probably know who it belongs to. Probably not safe to take these.
Latch is able to open up this other door. Inside that room, Thalderin and Latch, you both see in display cases along a desk are some gemstones and some jewelry that Latch is very interested in. As
Oh,
Latch turns to you and says, "This is the stuff I was expecting to find. The
yeah, yeah.
Star of Fallen Winter, the Heart of Kyber, the Troon Sunstone. This is the shit that we really came here for."
Um, yeah. I mean, I just sort of peek the room. Let's check this thing, make sure it's not trapped, right?
I mean, so the three gemstones that are sitting on the desk are all under glass, so he's pretty sure those are trapped.
Yeah, yeah.
But you also notice, like, this is a proper writing desk.
Right.
There is an emerald pen, or at least a pen in the body of the pen is appears to be carved from an enormous emerald, possibly several pieces that are expertly fitted together. But it also appears to be faintly glowing, and so is probably magical.
Awesome. Um, yeah. I mean, if it seems safe, I mean, obviously checking as necessary. I will take some things. Obviously, the one thing that's obviously going to be trapped. I'm not going to fuck
Right.
with that yet.
So Latch does find that there's a trap on the desk.
Okay.
There's a trap on one of the gemstone boxes, not on the second one, and there's a trap on the third one. It probably should just assume all three are trapped. I don't see the trap on the second one,
Um,
but
I
yeah, it's probably.
I'll take a quick look while you work on that one. Maybe I can get lucky. I can't. Yeah,
What
I'm not.
what are you searching?
I was just gonna check it for him. He said he's gonna assume that it's trapped. I'm like, I'll take a look. I'll see if I can spot it for you. I can't.
Yeah, you also didn't see what the trap was, but he's going to try to disarm the traps. Meanwhile, you're not aware what's happening in the other room at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I passed by it, but
So he's able to disarm the trap on the first of the boxes, which he identified as the Star of Fallen Winter, which he seemed particularly interested in. It is, I don't know what you know about gemstones, but it is a blue stone. You can see there is a little bit of light in this room, and you can see the light is reflecting a very sharp pointed star that appears to be hovering in the center of this deep blue stone.
interesting.
And it is about fist size. So normally gemstones don't get quite that big.
Has this guy got the
He's
Pink Panther?
It's something similar. It's an expensive gemstone. So he can't disarm the trap he can't see. So that one just remains a problem. But on the second trap he found, which was the third item, he is able to disarm that. That's what he referred to as the Troon Sunstone. It appears to be it's actually a giant circular polished piece of amber, but inside of the amber you can see the whole thing is about 6 inches in diameter, and inside the amber you can see that there are four glowing golden shards that Latch would say, probably Mully could easily identify them as Sybaris shards that somehow got trapped in this amber, and that's been polished up into a sort of like ovoid solid mass.
Nice.
And he believes he disarmed the trap on the desk as well.
Is there like shelves on the desk then,
There are drawers in the
or not
desk.
drawers? I mean, yeah, yeah. That what he was disarming?
Yeah, he said that there are runes on the both. It's both an alarm, he thinks, and explosive runes on the desk.
Sure. We'll look through it then.
Inside the desk, let's see what you find. So you find there is a lockbox that doesn't look like it should be as heavy as it is. There's clearly something heavy inside it. The lockbox is itself locked.
Of
There
course.
is a bunch of coins, not a huge amount, but a fair amount of coins. Um, there is another box that isn't quite as secure as the lockbox that isn't locked, in which there is a bit more jewelry and some more gemstones. You also notice inside the or next to the I forgot to mention it, but next to the on the far wall across from the desk, there is a large floor to basically eye level mirror. And looking in the mirror, you could see several sets of clothing that are circulating slowly, like almost like they're on a carousel, but it's just the image of them in the mirror. So the mirror is clearly magical. Uh, you see inside there is a golden pyramid with symbols all over it that appear to be in different types of script. That's in the desk itself. There is a book that appears to have a sort of shimmering radiance about it. So obviously a magical book.
Of course.
And piles of correspondence.
Right. All bagged.
Okay. So while you guys search through the desk, what are you doing with the three gemstones? Because they're in glass, they're all pretty big.
I mean, I just do they need to be remain in the glass? Can I just put it in a bag?
So, right. So one of them is probably trapped with
Right.
explosive runes. At least that's Latch's guess. So if you take it out of the glass, he expects it to explode. So he would like to exit the room before you do that.
Of course. I understand.
The other
Yeah,
two
no,
you
no, it's going to be the
the
last
other
thing we ever touch if we touch it.
right. The other two you could open up and take
Yeah,
them
yeah,
out.
yeah. We're gonna grab those. I was like, do we need to check the inside and just where it's mounted at? Is it gonna alarm?
No, he thinks he found the traps. He
Okay.
doesn't he thinks you could probably take those out safely. I mean, who knows? Maybe he missed something, but he doesn't think so.
I'm just, if they got a lot of money, they could put redundant security in place. I don't know. But yeah, I'll
So
just grab them. We'll grab those. Grab the other shit out of the desk. Is there
so
anything in these things in the corners? And you said there was stuff on the wall or whatever?
so this is really where the mirror is.
Oh, okay.
The magic mirror looks like it probably weighs about 40 pounds. like I said, it is magic, but it appears to have something to do with the outfits circulating in the mirror. The outfits circulating in the mirror look much more expensive than the outfits you saw in the wardrobe, as they appear to be sort of laden with jewels. Some of them appear to be magical themselves.
So I could see myself in it.
Yes. And as you watched like this sort of, like I said, carousel of gowns floats around. So as you stare into the mirror, you see the gowns seem to fit themselves to your body so that
Of
you could
course.
see what you would look like in the gowns.
Uh-huh.
And then it will detach and float away, and the next one will float into view.
How does it how does it handle my armor?
Your armor seems to, when the gown attaches to you in the image, the armor appears to seems to disappear.
I see. Okay.
Latch whistles when a particularly flattering gown comes along.
Yeah, even in Pengol form, I guess my strong legs show themselves.
So, meanwhile, back in the other room, you've all experienced this vision. Uh, Two of you are stunned. Elzin, as the other two, as you sort of shake off the vision, you notice that stone demon statue has begun to move.
Like rotate or like physically move?
Like it's turned its gaze to the group of you.
Ah, it is looking.
As it seems to transform into a more of a grayish colored figure with a haze of icy vapor coming off of it. So let's roll for initiative.
It's funny because Pebble didn't know that people were not trying to step on the circle, and yet he walked across it and like several times, managing to not actually touch it until he actually just stood in front of the chest.
Yeah, I just think that's Pengal luck and the fact I didn't notice you walking across it.
All right.
So you said it was sorry. You said it was a demon
Uh,
that
you
came
know,
out of the face.
demon and devil kind of mean the same thing in Eberron lore, so could be either, but it looks like this. Oh, you know what? I didn't open up my second window so that I could switch to this view.
Probably never had time to have a short rest, right?
Not really.
I mean, nobody said you were taking a short rest,
Yeah,
but
because I don't think we wanted to sit in here for an hour necessarily. Do not have very many hit points.
here we go. So let me share my screen. So yeah, the creature looks at you and it begins to chant. That's going to be its turn. So Elzin,
Well, that's unfortunate. What could it be
Elson's gonna
chanting?
try. He's gonna shoot it with an Eldritch Blast. Not with that. Not with those numbers.
yeah,
Uh,
that misses.
yeah. I think that'll be his turn. Yeah, that's his turn.
Okay. You begin to feel as you end your turn the waves of cold coming off of this creature. And you feel like there is frost forming in the air and dropping to the ground that is beginning to form an icy surface around him that you are just barely inside. That is the blue circle on the map. Pebble, you're stunned, but you can make a saving throw. Another charisma save. Nope. You're still stunned. Lee, you could also make a saving throw. You are also still
Not
stunned.
much better.
Thaldarin, it's your turn. I don't know if anybody has actually yelled out for you, though.
Um, yeah, I don't know either.
Could he hear the chanting?
Make me a perception check.
Oh boy, maybe I'll get lucky.
Yes, you can hear a demonic voice chanting.
Uh,
Is that
okay.
Pebble?
Is it? Yeah. So I was in the middle of grabbing stuff, right? Whatever I can like quickly stat like grab, toss in a bag, and I start running. 10, 20.
And there you can see the demon standing where the statue was.
And I'm just like, oh, son of a bitch. And I look over to Latch. I'm like, sit tight.
I mean, he'll go and finish grabbing things out of the drawer.
Um, yeah, can't do a whole lot right now, especially since I don't want to be very close to this thing. Um, I've already moved 20 feet. Um, I'm like, I'm like, what's that chanting? Can you make them stop? Can you silence it? Um, because I know we had the one silence thing. I don't know if we had another one. Um, I think I just sort of move here. I'm like, if you can't silence it, bring it out here. I don't want to like stand in a cone or something. I don't know what the hell this thing's capable of. So I'm just gonna hide right here, and if a very obvious bad guy walks through that door, I will hit it with a fucking spear.
Okay. So it's
I guess
turn.
I'll do it. I'll do it from here.
Yeah, uh, Elzin, you see the entire floor is now covered in ice as it begins. Oops, I'm on the wrong just thing. As it begins to move, uh, you also see a second little demon appears behind Lee. Much smaller. It begins to fly up into the air. I think it does. I might be wrong about that. I might not be able to fly. Yeah, yeah, no, it can fly. But it is not much bigger than an imp. It also appears to be covered in frost. I guess it'll go first. It is going to attack Lee, who is still stunned. So I believe it has advantage on this with the fork that it's carrying.
5, 10. Is that within 5? That's within 10 feet of me. Do I have a reach right now?
I don't know.
Oh, I,
You
I,
have your
I guess I
ward.
don't. Do I have the ability? It's not whenever I first enters. That's what it is. I'm thinking wrong. Or no, I was holding my actions right. Um,
So it missed twice.
I
Oh
think
no,
the
wait.
second
I
one
think you
hit,
have.
right?
Yeah, yeah. You're right. It has advantage. So it did 4 slashing damage as its icicle-like teeth cut into your flesh. What will the main guy do? He stares at Elzin, and you see there is like a blast of frost from his eyes.
Yeah,
Y-
that's a hit. Uh, it's not Elzen. It's not doing so well. It wasn't doing well to begin with.
So it's now your turn. Because you're now surrounded by ice, you're okay for the moment because you haven't had to move and you could. Uh, but if you try to move now, you're going to have to make a saving throw as you stand on this supernaturally slippery ice.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it's not actually a saving throw. To move at all, you're going to have to make a DC 13 dexterity check, or you'll fall prone. Or acrobatics, either one.
Yeah, I mean, Elzen's going to uh he's going to use so is this thing within reach? Like if it's flying?
Yes, but it is within reach of you. Yes.
Okay. Elzen puts his hand on the ground and pulls out Hysterius Angus and focuses at the this creature and does an Eldritch Blast that he's gonna power up.
That hits.
Well, good thing it's an extra 2d10. So 15 damage total. And I'm gonna give it the transmutation or staggering blast, so it I'm going to prevent it from taking reactions.
Okay.
And then yeah, I guess I'm not going to move. Yeah, I'm not going to move.
Okay. Pebble, make me another saving throw. You are still stunned. Lee, you could do the same. So you are also still stunned. Thaldarin,
I guess I step up to this guy and hit. I think I'll just, yeah, I'm still just gonna do the regular.
Stick him with the pointy end.
that hits.
Still alive, I
So
presume.
what did you hit him with?
Regular spear.
Okay,
I
so
guess I guess this thing is devilish, huh?
right. So you discover you've done some damage to it, but it appears to have some resistance.
Um, yeah, I kind of figured. I guess I'll just go ahead and still hit him with the other end, right quick, as my bonus action.
That also hits.
Nice. Rolling. Sure. Oh, it didn't. It doesn't roll out here. That's right. I don't know why it doesn't do that. I rolled a one, so 1 + 4 is 5.
So it takes another 2 damage then.
And then I get a tiny bit annoyed, and then I say, "Well, I guess it's time to pull this thing out." I sort of just drop the other spear and pull out the other the storm caller for next turn.
Okay. Uh, so I guess it would attack. It's smart enough to attack Pebble. So you all notice, by the way, it is covered in what look like wickedly sharp icicles that are sticking out of it. But its claws are also tipped in similarly sharp pieces of ice as it lashes out at Pebble, having advantage on these attacks. So that's a hit, and that's a hit. And then it's going to lash out with the barb on the end of its tail. So I think that's also a hit.
Yep.
18. So the cold damage doesn't affect you.
No.
So you also are not slowed down by the attack, but it jabs you with the end of its tail, and that's its turn. Elzen.
Elzen's going to use an action point to
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot its little spine devil minion. So it also has to go.
Oh,
It is going to continue to, well, that was weird. It is going to attack Lee because Lee is still stunned.
Can't wait to get
That's a
Sentinel.
that is that is a miss and potentially a critical fail as it tries to bite Lee. It's not a critical fail, but it is still a miss. And it misses
It's
again.
got advantage. It wouldn't be a critical fail, right?
You're right. I was thinking the other way.
Uh,
But it missed twice in any event. So now it's Elzen's
I
turn.
I think the first attack would have hit because what's the shield give you for armor class?
+2.
+2, and it's a +1 shield. Yeah, 13 would have hit.
Huh. I thought your AC was 16.
Yeah, but I don't have the shield. I'm stunned. I can't use my shield.
I actually I don't think that's a rule that
Okay,
you lose your shield bonus.
okay. I'm not gonna argue.
That's third edition with flat-footed AC and all that.
Okay.
So Elzen's turn.
Allison's gonna use an action point to spend a couple hit die. And heal for that much. It's 9, 16. All right. Alden's going to turn to the imp here and shoot him with an Eldritch Blast. Nice.
Yeah, that's a hit.
And it loses its reactions as it's racked with pain.
Okay. So it flies back a little bit in the air, but then recovers and appears to potentially change its focus to you rather than Lee.
And I'm going to
And it,
try to move past it. So I'll make the dex save.
yeah, it's an acrobatics check.
Oh, okay.
Well, he rolled a 19. That's nice.
I'll take that 19.
I will let you take the 19. You managed to move back.
But since it doesn't have its reactions, I'm gonna try to. Can I move through its space since it's
Um,
in the air and I'm a halfling?
that's true. You're also small. I don't think that's the rule.
I
I guess
think
it
that
doesn't have. Go ahead.
depends on what it depends on what kind of halfling. I think there are one of the halfling sub races specifically have an ability about
Lightfoot.
being able to move through another space or hiding behind I forget what it is.
Lightfoot.
Right, right. But he's, Galandra,
Oh
dragon
yeah.
marked halfling.
Yeah. I was just curious, if it was in the air like 3 feet and then I'm 3 feet and I could walk under it while it's in the
Make
air.
make a
You
tumble
you
roll.
could dive, go prone for a second, and then just spend half your movement getting up on the other side.
Yeah, you make a tumble roll.
Would I even need to? The floor is ice. I could just like I look like Pebble.
The belly slide.
Right.
It's the
I
belly
mean,
slide
look,
fever.
I would say this. If you want to slide along the ice underneath the thing, I would let you do that, especially as it doesn't have reactions. But standing up on the other side might be a problem because getting up from prone has its own rules in this ice field.
Okay. Well, he will just be here then. Um, And yeah, I'll just be here, and that's where I'll end my turn.
Okay. Pebble, you can make another save. Nope.
I'm going to
Lee,
spend an action point.
Ay, ay, ay.
All right, I'll spend another action point because this is not good. All right.
now you've made it. You are no longer stunned at the end of that turn. Lee, you can also make another save.
All right.
Thaldarin.
I think I remembered that. Yeah, I can use an action point to roll hit dice, right?
Yes.
I am in desperate need of that. So we're gonna roll probably a couple. Mhm. Another one? I might. Oh yeah. Okay. Um. So, but okay. Uh. Yeah. So I get some hit points back here so that I can sort of get a little more better, ready into this fight, and then I'll just sort of fall back to Latch. It's about to get loud, and I attempt to hit this thing with Stormcaller, I guess. Ay, ay, ay. Really? I missed.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Uh, a question. Do I have to hit it with the blade end in order to get the lightning damage? What if I hit it with the blunt end, with the other end?
I would say no, that
Okay.
it's got to hit it with the metal end.
Is it still considered magical?
Yeah, I would say it's still magical.
How about that?
Yeah,
Whoa.
that would be a crit. Roll to confirm.
Oh yeah, I just rolled damage on accident, but yeah, it's another one. Oh, it rolled it twice for me. Nice. Roll a percentile. Let's see here. Oh, that's pretty high up there.
What was your second confirming roll?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. Forgot I got to do that first.
Oh, actually,
Yeah,
now that I now realize it doesn't really matter. You did 6 damage normally, which with the crit is going to be like enough to take it down because it's pretty low on hit points already. So yeah, it's going to vanish,
okay.
but just for the fun of it, what
That
would a
was the
92 have
confirmation.
been? So it would have taken triple max damage. So you obliterate it as it vanishes into you see it just bursts into what looks like a cloud of snow that then falls to the ground.
Great. 5, 10, 15. Can what's this thing again? This,
It's a that is a globe of like a model of Eberron,
okay. Does it look
and it's
stable?
I mean not to stand on stable.
I understand that.
You would
I
knock
what
it
I'm cu-
over.
I'm curious if I could just hop over the chest and just like knock it down.
You probably could knock it out of the way.
Okay.
The chest is about 4 feet tall. The chest is sizable, but
4 feet tall?
yes.
That's insane. Okay. I just want to get to this spot.
I mean, it's not so high that you couldn't hop up on top of the chest or try to leap over it.
Um, yeah, my normal leap is all spent until I short rest, so I got to do regular jumping right now.
I mean, I wouldn't say it would take like an athletics check to jump up
Okay,
4 feet, since you just have to put a foot up on it and jump. And you push the globe out of the way.
yeah. I'm like, hello, ugly.
It wheels and stares into your eyes. You could see it has vaguely sort of you could see like a faint blue glow in its otherwise dark sockets, but you could feel the cold coming off it. I'm sorry, I forgot. You had to make an acrobatics check to move, or else you would have fallen prone.
Ah, I see. To just even move through the room.
Yes, because
I
the
see.
whole room's kind of in its range now.
Oh, I see.
So you actually would have fallen prone when you started moving like back here.
Basically, right. Yeah, right. Or I because I see this blue around it,
Right.
right? Yeah,
That's where the ice is encroaching on the floor. And getting up will require another acrobatics check.
I see. It's like it's just kill that thing, step inside, go fuck. Um, I guess I can try and do that though, right? Because I've only actually moved 5 feet so far.
Right. So yes, you
Um,
can. It takes half your movement to try to stand up.
yeah, I don't have anything that makes that say otherwise right now. I don't have athletic or whatever that feat is. So yeah, um, which is fine. I have my remaining movement or my total movement. I forget. I think my total,
It's
right?
yeah, it's half your total movement to try to stand up.
All right, that's no big deal. So I have spent, well, spending
But you have
20
to
feet of movement.
but
I have to make the roll to try and even see if I
right.
actually make it up. What is it,
Yes.
acrobatics again, or
Acrobatics.
okay? Um, just have a double check here to make sure I got nothing that can help me. Yeah, all right, acrobatics. Here we go.
You
Okay.
successfully stand up. So you have 10 feet of movement left.
If I try moving again, well, I got to make another roll.
Yes.
See, well, so be it. I'll make the roll as I try and move here.
So before you can move, you actually slip again.
Before I even move. Okay, got it.
Yeah, as you try to start moving, you slip and fall and are prone. But now you only have 5 feet of movement left, so you can't attempt to stand up again.
Yep.
So anything else you're doing?
That's everything for me. So we're good. Unless I can go
Uh,
here. I guess I can go here, right? Maybe? Can I go out of it?
you could crawl 5 feet.
Yeah, I'll just go into here. God, son of a fuck. Damn it.
So, so it is going to move around Pebble, but it's still going to attack Pebble. So no longer has advantage though. Oh, I'm sorry. The third, it's not third claw should have been its tail attack, but it's basically the same. So
Only
missed
one
with
of
the
those
tail
hits.
attack. Yeah, the one claw hit as it begins to advance towards Lee and Elzen. It's Elzen's turn.
All right, Elzen is going to uh hit it with a Eldritch Blast as he tends to do. It's a 12,
12 misses.
and he's going to attempt to sidestep, and I'll take my acrobatics check. Yep, that's about what
So
I
you
expect.
wind up slipping and falling before you can move. So that you didn't use any of your movement, so you could try to stand up, but it'll cost you half your movement.
Well, you're never going to keep me down, so I'm going to get back up again.
So make another athletics check. So you are able to successfully stand using half of your movement.
I'll try to move again.
You are able to move that time.
All right. Yeah, and then I'm gonna is can I move through uh Thalder in here?
I'm on the
Uh,
ground,
how,
but yeah.
how much movement do you have left? You can't end your turn in the same space as
Oh,
Thaldarin, but
actually, no, I don't have enough movement to make it. So I'll just have to be there.
so Pebble's turn.
All right.
Just end your turn standing on Thaldrin's chest.
So Pebble is going to attack. So first attack,
That misses.
and then a. I'm going to do my martial arts,
That hits.
and then I'll do flurry of blows.
That hits as well. So you discover that your punch, it's resisting your punches and it's immune to the cold damage.
Yeah. The trident too is not magical, so
Right. Anything else you're doing?
nope.
You could see anger flares in it as you do strike it twice, but its attention right now seems to be more on Lee as it realizes Lee is still stunned. But it's Lee's turn. So make me another saving throw. You are able to shake off the stun as the vision you were experiencing begins to fade. So Thaldarin's turn.
Um,
You are back in the field of ice, which has now crept into the room with you.
yeah. What if I walk carefully?
There's I would give you advantage if you moved at half speed.
Okay, I'll take that.
So you are successfully able to move.
Great. Um, great. So 10, 20. I'm like, hey, pick on somebody your own size. Um,
17 hits.
solid. And then I guess blunt And probably make sure I don't have a better. Bonus action. No, I don't. Okay. Um,
12 misses.
yeah, okay. Well, I hit
Anything
him with a
else?
loud end.
Right. Yeah, the sound really reverberates off the stone walls in this room as you hear the thunder crash through it. The lightning appears to the lightning and the magic of Stormcaller does appear to be fully effective against this thing.
Great. How do you like that?
I'm not sure who he'd attack. Let me see. That's Thalderin, Lee, and Pebble. He's gonna go after Pebble for punching him.
The audacity.
And then with the tail. Elzen.
Hmm.
You can now hear it appears to be saying something to you all, but it's in a language that none of you speak. Lee probably gets a bit of a chill hearing it, but he wouldn't necessarily be sure why.
Just speaking foreigner lyrics to us.
Right.
It was cold as ice. Uh, am I gonna do anything different? I think yeah, I think I'm going to uh raise a pillar for Eberron's claw. So I'm gonna raise a pillar out of the ground and
Okay.
I'm gonna put it right here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna move out of the way. So I'm gonna try to move out of the room.
So make me an acrobatics check.
Hey,
So you successfully move.
nice. Then yeah, he'll that's where he'll be for now.
Yeah, Elzen, make me a perception check. Okay. So as you move out, you could see the ice is beginning to sort of creep up over like the carpet in the center of the room. And you could see Latch is kind of peering out from at you from the office, but he appears to also still be collecting things out of the drawers in the desk.
Alison just gives him the thumbs up.
Uh, he gives you
Cold
like a
breath.
sort of, yeah, he gives you like a sort of like gritted teeth thumbs up back. Pebble.
All right, I'm gonna continue attacking this guy. So, first attack, then unarmed strike, and
That's a hit.
unarmed strike.
The unarmed strikes both hit.
Whack.
Anything else you're doing?
Nope.
Okay, Lee's up, then Thaldarin, then back to the creature.
This action range 3. The flump. The pixie. We'll go with the pixie. A pixie appears within 5 feet of the creature. Okay.
So where do you want the pixie, or do you not get to pick?
Of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you. So, be like right there. Yeah. And okay.
So there is you all see like a burst of sparkling dust in the air as this pixie suddenly appears.
And I will use my action to hit it with my shield. And don't do nothing.
Anything else?
That's it.
So it was a bonus. Oh, I see. Your action was to hit it with your shield. Your bonus action was to rage. Okay.
Yeah.
So Thaldarin.
I just like see the pixie. Are you friendly?
Shivering.
I just I just want to hit this guy. So yeah, just get out of here. Fucking you don't belong here. Oh my god. The action point. Okay, well. At
So it's
least
not a
it's not
critical
a
fail.
one. God damn, dude. Understand why I can't fucking hit that attack. Just swing with the other end. Or not.
So you hit it, but its icy hide is able to deflect that.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna action surge.
Okay.
Might as well.
Do it.
And just try and hit him again. Come on. A little better.
That's a hit.
Great.
You can now see you've put like a serious crack in its hide as a like blue blood-like fluid begins to leak out, leaving a trail of frost down the side of its arm. Anything else you're doing?
Just making sure I don't have any extra things going on here. Oh, that's it. Okay. I can't
Is the
watch, so yeah, we're good.
is the turnover? Is it flipping?
Yes.
Okay.
So
The
do
pixie
you
explodes.
okay. I was gonna say, like, what happens with the pixie? Do you control it,
So
or
at the
but
end
it?
of the turn, the spirit explodes. Each creature within 5 feet must make a dex save or take 1d8 force damage.
Okay, so that's the Alderan and the creature.
DC 13. Okay. Okay. No damage.
So somewhere in this, like, do the pixies just grow to hate you? Is that what's gonna happen? Do I need to keep track of how much the pixies want you dead because you keep summoning them and causing them to explode?
Blame it on the circus. I don't know what they're doing here. They just seem to blow up. Self-sacrificing pixies.
It's like it's a suicide cult of pixies.
It's a special pixie suicide cult. They've
Oh,
decided.
I just have to imagine that now that I realize what's going on, from now on, every time the Pixies show up, they're going to be like, no, no, don't do it. No, please, please. Boom. Begging for their lives every time.
Oh God, he's mad again.
Like the Pixies have like a legend of their greatest monster. Like they don't tell vampire stories. They tell stories about Lee.
The giant bird man.
So the creature is once again going to go after Pebble since it's been doing that. And its tail.
Oof.
But
So
that's its
I'm
turn.
down.
Elzen.
Um, I'm gonna use my action to launch the outcropping, the pillar I made at the creature.
Okay.
So
So
uh
that's a hit. But it makes it's going to that's your damage. Is that what it was rolling?
it's actually it's just configured incorrectly. It's a deck save. So it needs to make the deck save and then it takes the damage.
Okay. So it made the deck save.
On the set, it takes half damage. So it takes 4 damage.
Okay. I forget. Did I come up with a rule for what happens if you launch it into Lee? Because that's
Well,
what would have happened if it had failed.
because when it we would have had to worry about that if it didn't make the save.
Right.
But yeah, otherwise it would knock them to back 10 feet and into whoever's behind them.
I'm just going to roll initiative for him.
And that's Elzen's turn.
It's there. He's not really in the fight yet. Pebble, make me a death save.
I don't have to.
Oh, okay. Lee.
Okay.
Pebble just goes to sleep.
Let's see. Yes, another pixie appears. Uh,
Tucker and Dale versus Evil, but with pixies.
all right. Bonus action. I'll try to hit it with my shield and fail. And then try scimitar and fail. All right. Okay.
Baldurin.
Let's do this again.
That misses. Oh no, sorry, that hits, I think. Yeah, that hits.
Nice. Shit damage though. Um,
That also hits.
I fucking take a step here away from
You
the
have to,
fucking pixie.
you have to make a dexterity
Oh, that's
check.
right. Yeah, you're right. You know what? I'll just fucking take it. I have steady footing right now. I'll make the deck save.
Okay. So your pixie explodes, screaming, begging, tears flowing, falling to the floor, freezing as they touch the ice. And let's see. He failed his deck save.
Uh-oh. Or force damage.
There. I just wanted to get the effect up so that it can explode. But it's his turn. He is going to turn on probably Thaldarin this time.
There's one hit.
But that's his turn. Now it's Elzin's turn.
Elzen is going to let's see. Is the creature considered fully covered between Lee and Baldurin?
No,
All right. He's gonna then as long as that's the case, then he's gonna do Eldritch Blast.
that hits.
And that's his turn.
Latch is going to come out of the room. Let me see if he can see anything. Latch begins to curse loudly as he sees this demon for the first time through the group. Um, yeah, he's a little too stunned to really think he should get involved in this fight, since that's not what he's supposed to be here for. But he's considering it. Oh, I should do that. But it is Pebble's turn. That's true. Pebble doesn't have to make death saves though, so not much for Pebble to do. Lee,
Yes. Uh, another. Go
Latch
ahead.
Latch does begin to yell, but none of you could see what he's doing. Elzin, you could see he's pointing towards the center of the room.
Of that room?
Yeah, of the bedroom.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Take care of it.
And Elzin, you could make me an investigation check to see if you can figure out what he's screaming about.
Oh,
You notice that the corner of the rug is like pulled up and is out of the area of the ice.
it's pulled up.
Right. So the area of the rug that is inside the blue circle from the creature's aura has somehow scooted backwards to get out of the cold
Mhm.
as the rug is rippling and beginning to move on its own.
mm.
Elzen. Okay. Ah, it's don't step on it. It might have feelings.
The hell's that supposed to mean?
But it's Lee's turn.
All right. I will summon another pixie, but this time I will put it down here.
Sorry, where are you putting it? Down there.
Yeah. Um, and let's see. I'll attempt to hit this. Oh, God damn it. Help me. Critical fails. Let's see. I use that action point to re-roll, right?
Yes.
That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'll take that. It's just a miss.
Okay.
Scimitar.
That hits.
It's not magical, but
So yeah, it resists the damage then because it's not magical, but it does some
okay.
damage.
And he gets psychic damage unless he's resistant to that.
How much psychic damage? Just the two.
2, yeah.
Oops. I did the wrong amount there. There we go. So anything else Lee's doing?
No.
Thaldrin.
Um, we have a thing. We stick to it. Doing it. We're cracking. We're putting cracks in this son of a bitch. We're gonna keep hitting them. Just go down. Ugh. Okay. Bonus action.
That's a hit.
Solid. I don't know why it rolled that twice. Did it send it twice?
5 is what it came up with.
Yeah. It's 5. Crazy.
That's what it.
Okay. The first thing it rolled was a 2 plus 4. And then it rolled a 1. I'm like, what the hell? I don't know what it was doing.
So Pixie explodes. So it has to make another deck save. I assume that made it. Anything else you're doing?
No.
So it is going to move. It can walk freely on its own ice, but it's going to continue to attack Thaldern.
Just one.
And it's Elzen's turn.
Elzen is going to hit it with another Eldritch Blast. It's not going to worry about the carpet right now.
That hits.
Uh, yep, that's going to be his turn.
So Latch is going to use his short bow to shoot at the rug, which hits. And you hear the rug makes a definite sound. It's hard to say what exactly the sound is, but you can hear as the rug begins to sort of flap against the floor as the arrow sticks into it. And then Latch is backing up and closing the door. Sorry, Pixie exploded, so Pixie is gone. And in the center of the room, you see the rug begins to slide over in the direction of that door.
Jesus Christ. Fucking huge.
Elzen's like, I told you not to step on the rugs.
I mean, it appears to be avoiding the area of ice on the floor. So at the moment, it's not coming after you. But it is banging against the door to the office. And it's, well, Pebble is still down. So it's Lee's turn.
Oh, hmm. We took that mace off that guy. It was a magical mace, wasn't it?
So the one guy had a mace that you're not sure how it works,
Okay, okay.
but it was a magical mace. He also had like a rod that could fire force blast, albeit not every round.
Okay. Um, all right, well, let's start with shield first. 15 is probably not
I
a
mean,
hit.
yeah, the one guy had a magical rapier too. A 15 does hit.
Oh, okay. That is technically a magical weapon, if that makes a difference.
Yeah.
I
So
guess I would try the rapier. Can I use a rapier? I can use a rapier, right?
it's a martial weapon.
Okay. Um, I'm just going to roll a d20. Let's see. So it'll be a +4 on d20.
It's
Yeah.
+2 plus your dex.
So 14, 18 to hit.
So that hits.
And the rapier
So
does
it's
what? D6?
1d8 plus
D8.
one plus 1d6 fire, but you don't know. I don't think you know how to ignite the
Yeah, I don't
rapier
know
yet.
how to. 2, I would get my dex bonus 2, so 4, right?
Right. Plus your psychic bonus for the rage.
Yeah.
Thaldarin.
Um,
You could definitely see it is clearly injured. You don't know if it's like going to drop immediately if you hit it again.
well, gotta try. Ah,
That's a miss.
son of a bitch. Let's do this one here.
Yep.
Let's see. Um, we'll roll a confirm. Motherfucker. All right. So it's max damage plus, right?
Yes.
So it'll be 8 plus the whatever this is. Let's see.
15.
15.
So it is still up, but not by much.
Motherfucker
It
keeps
has
dodging the blade.
right.
That's it.
Uh, so it is going to attack Thaldarin again. Not much more it can do.
Which one?
So it only has 4 hit points left.
I think we got him, guys. Just fucking one more time.
Elzen.
One more time. Now with damage output like that, I'm,
So
I'm gonna
you,
use, I'm gonna use my action point to hit him again.
I mean, so per my rules, you could use that action point to either roll again or just to automatically make it a crit.
Oh, that's right. I will. I guess I'll do that.
So then that is more than enough to hit the thing, and you watch as it begins to shatter like an ice sculpture and blasts apart. But it has a thing where it literally blasts apart.
Yeah, I figured. Deck save.
Dealing, yeah.
Are you shitting me? The one time, finally. All the pixies I can avoid with this fucking guy.
So Lee also has
God
to make.
dang.
So you both take 18 points of damage, piercing
Oh,
and cold, as
so
icicles come flying out. So does technically
Pebble would get a death save, right? Technically.
right, but Pebble automatically stabilizes, so it's kind of irrelevant to Pebble.
so I get
If
half. So
if
it's half the
yeah,
piercing.
Because your rage. Yeah.
yes, because of your rage, you're right.
Okay, good. That kept me from going dropping to
9
0.
piercing and 9 fold, huh?
Yep.
I see. That brings me to 0.
That would have done that to me, but
So you are caught in the blast as the room immediately begins to warm and the rug creature begins to relax a bit because the ice is starting to melt. But Thaldarin falls to the floor. For the
I'll
for the moment, the rug creature is still focused on banging on the door to the office.
Alzen runs up to Thaldarin. Uh, Can I perform a medicine check to try to stabilize him?
Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if there was a rule about going directly to zero.
No, it's the same rule as if you go below zero. So are you proficient in medicine?
No,
So
it'd be more like first aid.
I I think it may be a DC 15 to stabilize someone.
Oh, okay. Oh, this isn't this isn't the good. We will have to take you to the emergency room, Felder.
Yes, this will count as Tony's trip.
This will be
I
the
mean,
second time I was knocked out.
right. The good news is, I guess, from a certain point of view, uh, we all now notice that Lee was able to basically attack without rolling his saving throws for his brain damage. So
Yeah.
he temporarily overcame the brain damage since we all
Nope.
forgot about it.
Yeah, I just remembered. It was the rage. The rage put me through it.
Learning to harness the mindless rage.
Yep.
Just looking to see. Okay, so no, it is a DC 10 to stabilize him. So you were able to stabilize him. So you're no longer dying. You're just at 0 hit points. Latch is going to continue to hold the door shut. The rug is going to continue to bang on the door. Pebble is still unconscious. It's Lee's turn.
Uh, do we have any healing on us?
I do not on me. But I don't know if Thaldarin or Pebble do.
I'll check. No, okay. I don't, I mean, God. Um,
Hmm.
wonder if this Quicksilver does magical healing.
Hmm.
How about some demon blood? That should be good for you. Uh, that's it. Oh,
Um,
anything? I'm just looking to see if there's anything that I didn't write down. Didn't put on character sheet. Yes. Yes. Well, I would just check Thaldrin to see if he's got any healing potions, but I guess he does.
Correct.
So you use your turn searching Thaldarin.
Yeah.
Thaldarin is stabilized. Elzen.
well, uh, Alzen would search Pebble to see if he has any healing potions on him.
Nope. You do
Finds
find a pocket full of just wet. It seems he tried to store some vanilla ice cream in his pocket.
Speaking of, does Lee still have that ice cream on his head?
Oh, well, I was stunned. I would have dropped it. So it's probably melting on the ground.
into the Quicksilver? Did that not
Yep.
fuck up the ritual?
There's going to be a horrible demonic ice cream monster that's going to come out of it.
I mean, it did. It was an ice monster.
Yeah.
The Dairy King.
So Elzen searches Pebble, and pulls back a sticky hand filled with melted ice cream. Actually, given that it's Pebble, it might be a completely solid mass of ice cream.
If he had it in a pocket near his chest, maybe.
Latch is going to continue to hold the door. The rug continues to attack the door. And so we are back to Elzen. Oh, I'm sorry, we're back to Lee. There is a door on the far end of this room that you're in. If you're prepared to abandon Latch, that door must go somewhere.
Well, shit. To use hit dice, do we have to use, is that an action point type of thing,
Yeah,
or is that
yeah, it's an action point thing.
and how many hit dice can we use?
I wouldn't limit the number you can use.
Okay. That's what I'm going to have to do because there's
I
no
mean,
way.
so you technically still have heist points. So I wouldn't
Oh, okay.
prevent you from using heist points to have purchased healing potions.
That seems like that would probably be the best use of a heist point at this stage of the game.
I forgot we had a heist point available for this.
Yeah, so Lee will remember oh yeah. I did get some healing potions I brought. That's right.
You just wanted to use up Pebbles first or Thaldarin's first.
Right, yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can administer a potion to somebody as an action, but you still have to roll, unlike if you use an action to drink it yourself.
Okay, so roll the hit points. Is that what you're saying?
Right. So it would be 2d4 plus 2 hit points if you administer a potion to
Okay.
Thaldarin
Yeah,
or to Pebble.
Hmm. I think I can't remember. I thought Pebble had healing abilities. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
No, he does, but only for himself.
Okay. Um, well, Pebble's just snoozing over there. I'm gonna do it to Thaldrin. If we get into another fight. 5 HP. You're with me now. The
So
5 HP club.
you wake up. The floor is sort of somewhat wet. You can hear the thumping sound of the carpet against the door in the distance, the screaming of Latch as he holds the door closed.
I'm like, oh shit, we gotta help Latch.
You sure you have a healing potion on you?
I'm trying to remember if
I,
I don't
yeah,
know
I
if I
like to
used my
imagine.
own point to do anything yet. Maybe it's just like, listen, we're gonna need potions. I just know it.
I like to imagine you woke up and Lee was like, "You owe me a healing potion."
Oh, it's right here, dude. Hold on.
But I also didn't keep track of who used heist points, so we'll say you all got your heist point back. Somebody did. I don't even remember for what.
Okay.
But so Lee woke up. Lee used his action to wake up Thaldarin. It's Thaldarin's turn.
Okay. Um, I just like slowly sort of stand up. Rich, we should help him. Hold on. And I just like go into my bag. I just gotta like reach way down. And then I'm like, here we go. Just pull out some potions. Um, and at least one potion. Let's see here. I only have so much money, but actually, I
Right.
guess
I,
I could
I would
probably,
say you using a heist point, I would say you could buy one potion of healing,
yeah.
not like as many as you can afford.
I listen, I can only afford one, so this works out. Um, great. So I'm like, dude, like, do you need this?
Probably give it to Pebble when you get him up. I don't
Oh
want to
shit.
carry him.
All right, let's go up to Pebble. Give him the potion. Just a D4 plus one, right?
2d4 plus 2.
Oh, it's okay. Great.
So Pebble wakes up.
I'll take a glance over at this mirror. What's it look like right now?
So you see an image of what appears to be a Arctic wasteland. You could see an
See,
enormous set of vertebrae, like a spines half sticking up through the ice that appears to be enormous, but it's fairly far off in the distance, like several hundred yards.
different from what we saw before?
Yes, what you see now is very different because you didn't have the same vision as the rest of them. You also notice that the quicksilver in the floor, the mercury is like undulating up and down, which you would have noticed when you were prone and the ice was gone.
I see.
Almost like it's alive or at least vibrating in a very particular pattern.
Like maybe a heartbeat, or
More
like
like
a
if
thrum.
you, yeah, if you imagine like a giant ooze undulating all at once.
I
It's not
see.
attacking, but it is moving.
Hey guys, that really sucked.
Hey, yeah, we gotta save Latch. That fucking rug is trying to get him, I think. Can I just
Oh,
help Pebble up?
a bug?
Yes.
Great.
What?
Pebble is no longer prone.
The rug is
Um,
alive.
How did that? Oh, can can we make it a pet? Do we get a pet bug?
I don't think so, buddy. And I just like move to this spot. I'm like, hang in there, Latch. We're coming to get you.
Um,
But otherwise, I can't
hearing
really do
hearing
much.
that there is a potential pet rug at play, Pebble runs trying to find it.
Where, how did he hear that it was a potential pet rug? I said, I don't think so, buddy.
Pebble
So,
hears
I
what he
mean,
wants to hear.
right. Pebble immediately sees the rug as it is banging on the door.
Does Pebble think the thoughts in his head are somebody else?
But
Pebble,
when
Pe
when Pebble moves there, the rug does seem to notice him.
so Pebble wouldn't just stop there. As he sees the rug floating, he would run and jump through the air to try and grab it to hug it.
It's gonna hug you back. Not in a good way.
So, I mean, you can enter the rug space because half of it is sort of splayed out on the floor. I will move it to the back so that you can jump onto the rug. Let's see. So that was Pebble's turn. So Lee, Pebble is now seemingly riding the rug, hugging it as it begins to curl its corners over to hug him back.
Stepped away.
So we'll wait for him to come back. So it's Thaldor's turn.
Um, so just like peek here. I'm like, Pebble, that thing is dangerous.
So the horse.
What?
So it's a horse.
It's not a horse.
No, it's a rug.
It's a rug that wants to kill you.
Ruggy.
He tries to hug it, hoping that his charm does something to ameliorate it,
Here's the
and
thing.
hoping that it hugs back.
Faldern has seen Pebble pull off some strange shit before, so he's gonna wait for him to be actually getting smothered before he goes to try and help you. I guess on my way through the door, I'll pick up my other spear that I dropped,
Okay.
and stow the other one. I guess perhaps, and
Okay.
then be done. I guess.
Elzen.
Uh, is the demon face still here?
Oh yeah. I mean, so there was a demon statue that was next to that chest over here.
Yeah.
That's what came to life. The demon face does appear to be like a legitimate sort of art piece. It just happens to be weeping Mercury onto the floor.
Okay. Um, Alzin will go into the main room here and kind of work his way back. I think that's like about 25 feet. So, well, actually, he's got his. Oh, excuse me. He's got his sprint dash action. So it's gonna move to about here.
Okay.
Yeah, and that'll be his turn.
We skipped Lee, so Lee can go now. Pebble has leapt onto the rug to hug it.
Of course he has. Okay.
And Thaldrin is just waiting to see if it works, because Pebble has pulled off stranger shit before. So
Okay. I will just. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use my action point to get some hit die. Use hit dice, so that's what I'll do.
Do you have more hit dice?
Yeah, I didn't use it before.
Okay.
I did the highest point with the healing potion. But I need some hit points. So that's what that'll be my turn.
I mean, it doesn't take an action to use an action point.
Right, but I'm just gonna go into the room and just see
Okay.
what happens with the
So
Incorrect.
Latch stops screaming because the rug has stopped pushing on the door. But he's not in a position where he feels comfortable opening it yet.
Okay.
And the rug is going to try to hug Pebble back. So Pebble is officially hugged. The rug completely wraps around Pebble, restraining and blinding you. And Pebble immediately realizes that he can't breathe while he's inside this rug as it wraps him that tightly. And you take 7 bludgeoning damage. Well, you at the start of your turn, you will take some damage. So now I will actually roll the damage.
So,
You take
so,
12 bludgeoning damage as it hugs you.
so here's the thing. Can I, with my heist points, have run into some random dude claiming that he was selling like these weird concoctions that make people fall in love or whatever, and it's all bullshit, but well, Pebble bought a bunch of them and in the squeeze broke them, causing them to mix and maybe having some kind of effect on the rug, not making it a friend per se, but some kind of interesting effect.
Um, I am open to that with the heist point, but what sort of effect would it be?
They
Friends with
mix.
benefits.
And they're an aphrodisiac.
Yeah, man. What if it was an aphrodisiac, but only for rugs, which would obviously never work, except in the
Yeah.
case of an animated piece of clothing or rug. Um, no, but like
When did this rug grow tentacles?
I mean,
um,
I would give you a chance of something working, but I am other than the rugs becoming friendly for some period of time, I'm not sure what the effect would be on the rug. I mean, it could become inanimate.
here, you know what? Let me see if there's a random table that we could.
There's always a
Effect on
random
magic
table.
rugs.
There is always a random table.
I mean, I'm sure ChatGPT could come up with a random table.
Uh, okay. Let's see. I'm currently asking Claude. It is taking too long to
Yeah.
think of this.
Claude
This
Claude
makes me
says
concerned.
Claude responds with, "Why the hell would Pebble have tried to befriend the rug of smothering?"
And Claude obviously hasn't been paying attention.
Okay. Okay, here's what Claude spit out. Whoa. Apparently you can only do 1,000 characters in Zoom. I should put it in Roll20 anyways.
250 character limit.
Okay, I don't think Claude understood the
The assignment.
the assignment.
It's, that's color me shocked.
Yeah.
I mean, 10 actually would work because it would disgorge Pebble that it currently has grappled. The other ones, I don't know that they would help you that much.
All right, let me try one more time.
So is Pebble summoning a musk or
Yeah. All right, let's see if with this next one, if okay. Number two. Um,
I mean, some of these are really bad. The rug
I
becomes twice as large and dangerous.
I did say to provide a mix of good things and bad things.
I mean, if you want to roll a d10, we will figure it out using the second set.
Okay. I really hope this doesn't cause a TPK.
You mean us with our single digit hit points over here?
Okay, so
A second rug answers from somewhere nearby.
shit.
Maybe it'll leave you alone.
And then Pebble goes to sleep.
It's that, or we hear Latch from the inside go, "Oh shit!"
So that would mean you still take the damage,
Yeah,
which would mean you go unconscious.
yeah. That's why I said Pebble goes to sleep.
So it's Lee's turn.
Just like looks like I think he stopped moving.
Make me an investigation check before you do anything, though. Okay, so you are 100% aware that if you were to strike this rug while it's wrapped around Pebble, some of the damage would transfer to Pebble. And Pebble has stopped struggling, which might either mean he's really enjoying the hug or he's already unconscious. And so while he can't be like dying, you can still injure him, which would force him to fail a death save. What you could do is try to like reverse grapple the rug to free Pebble. Which would be an athletics check.
There's that would definitely be in the wheelhouse of Lee.
If he's still raging, you have advantage.
We never went out of round, so I'm assuming I still have the rage going because I have
Yeah, we're
just
still,
keep
this
it.
is still the same combat.
You can maintain it as a bonus action each round, anyways.
Right. Okay. Um, do I have advantage on?
You do have advantage on athletics checks.
Okay, I guess I'll attempt to, yeah, get him out of there.
So that means you have to approach the rug.
Oh God. Okay.
So make me an athletics check. The DC is
Yeah.
13. So you're not able to pull him out.
Okay.
My turn.
Yes, so it's the Aldrin's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same athletics here.
So you are able to pull Pebble out of the grapple.
Great.
And it's Elzin's turn.
Elza, now.
Do the thing.
Yeah. Elzen.
Fire. Do fire. Can you do fire? Do fire.
I'm fresh out. Yep. Fresh out.
A fucking rug. Just light it on fire.
That hits.
I do just want to say that it doesn't say that the second rug that comes is necessarily hostile.
See, unfortunately, there is another rug like this in the apartment. Uh, and it has instructions for what it's supposed to do. They require a little bit of interpretation, but it's probably not super friendly. But it will take it a little while to get here. So that's Elzin's turn. Uh, Latch is still inside. Nobody's told him it's okay to come out, so he's staying in there. So the rug now has three of you right next to it. It's not very bright. One of you is unconscious, but it doesn't necessarily give a shit. Um, so it is going to go after Pebble again. Since you took Pebble away from him. So it re-engages with Pebble wrapping around him. And Pebble fails a death save because he takes this bludgeoning damage.
Good thing he stabilizes.
Right, he's stable, but he says one failed death save.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to keep rolling, but that's going to persist. Lee,
Oh boy. Just pull Pebble out of there. Athletics check. Go.
you pull Pebble out.
Okay.
Daldarin,
Um, I guess this is a pretty fucking big rug, huh?
yes, it's large sized.
Probably never easy for me to like grapple it
I
and
mean,
shove
you
it out
could
the
try to.
window.
So the windows are locked. There is the one that's busted open.
Yeah.
You might be able to shove it out the window, but it's bigger than you.
Yeah. Probably just easier to try and just tear it apart. Um, just make sure I don't have like, yeah. So I put Stormcaller away and I'm just using the normal spear again.
That's a hit.
Um, I think I could probably just try and I don't know if it'll matter, but I don't know how much it'll actually take from the other end, but I'll attempt to strike at it.
That's
Shame
also
I
a
don't
hit.
have advantage.
So why is the spear +6, but Stormcaller was +3?
Was the same +3?
It was saying +3.
See, I mean, it says +6 on my sheet here.
I think it said +3 because I was wondering that at the time, but I figured there must be a reason. Oh, now it says +6. Maybe I was looking at something else.
So yeah, there's that, I guess.
So it appeared as though you did damage to it both times.
Just take it out
Elzin,
quick.
I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast. Missing.
yeah, that misses.
I was like, Latch, you got fire?
No.
Latch will open the door and shake his head. He doesn't have any fire, but he will take a shot with his. Well, he's within range of it. He'll stab at it with his rapier. That's a hit. Then he partially closes the door again to take cover behind it. So the rug has 3 uncovered targets now.
So I looked it up because I didn't know exactly how it worked. So automatically stabilize at the start of my turn. So between the start of my turn and the start of my next turn, if I take damage 3 times or if I take massive damage, then I die. But stabilizing resets the death saves.
Okay.
At least that's my understanding of what I'm reading for the rules.
So nonetheless, it is decided to attack Lee. So Lee is grappled, blinded, and suffocating, and takes 9 damage.
Half of that.
Right, half of that. So Lee is sucked into it. Pebble is stable but unconscious. Lee, it is your turn.
Uh,
DC
uh,
13 athletics check to escape.
DC 13 athletics.
So you are able to push the rug off of you.
Me, sucker.
But that's your action to escape. Thaldrin, you could use your bonus action to continue raging, though.
I can bonus action. I can hit it. Right? Yeah, with my shield, since I have that ability.
Do you have to take the attack action to do that?
That's an excellent question. Yeah, you do. Okay.
So
Yeah,
Thaldrin's
can.
turn.
Okay.
Do this again. Just trying to shred it, I guess.
Across the hall from you, you can hear something banging on another door.
Don't open the door.
But a 12 hits it, so that hits.
Great. And then we'll hit it with the send. Maybe. Probably.
Yeah, that hits it.
Great. It's still rolling 2 for some reason. I don't understand. It's sending whatever the second one is. So I guess I just take that one.
Elzen,
Gonna Eldritch Blast.
Is there a lock on the inside here on this door?
yes, there is a lock.
Can I just, I don't know, twist?
You can lock the door. I mean, the door is closed.
Right. Free action sort of thing, or object interaction maybe. I'll just do that too.
So yeah, so you blast a hole in the rug, which falls to the floor.
Phew. Finally.
You know, I'm wondering if. Oh, never mind.
So Latch opens the door a bit more hesitantly, warily, coming out of the office. You could still hear something pounding against a door in the distance.
Are we looking in here?
I think I got all the valuable things out of the desk. There's this magic mirror here that looks like it's probably pretty valuable.
But massive, Brian.
Like it probably weighs like 30, 40 pounds. So yeah, it is carryable, just unwieldy.
Yeah, like will it fit in a pack or does it like have to be
Oh,
held on its own?
it's like a floor length mirror. You have to hold it like under your arm. It's like surfboard size.
Gotcha. Be a little conspicuous trying to walk down the fucking road with one of those.
I mean, nobody would necessarily expect you to be running away with a stolen floor length mirror.
Yeah. Could have
I
been
suppose.
late night sale. You never know. Who knows?
Suppose it's true.
Picking it up from the thrift shop. I mean,
Um, I'm like, I'm like, you just figure anything out with that other case?
I had assumed you had taken the three cases with you, but I mean, there's nothing he can really do with the case right now.
Hmm.
If he took like, a short or a long rest, I might let him make another check to see if he can figure out how it's trapped, if it's trapped.
Okay,
But
but
he can't just retake the check every round, so he hasn't done that.
so we can still take it?
Yeah. I mean, if
Okay.
you didn't take it, then he would have like pushed it into his pack.
Yeah, I mean, if there was I didn't know that like the case could just be taken or whatever. So yeah, okay. That's fine then. Yeah. Uh, we could deal with that fucking later. And then you know what? Fuck it. I was just like, well, we got those damn chests in the other room. Can we take them out of there?
I'm they're kind of big. They are more massive than the mirror from the office.
Um, is there a bludgeoning weapon I can use nearby? Just bash them open.
I mean, you have that mace you took off the artificer.
I suppose that's true.
I asked Elson if he has gone into this room over here.
I have
I
not.
went.
Which
I went
room?
over there. It's the bathroom.
Oh, this is the bathroom.
Yeah, this here is the bathroom through this door.
Just in time.
Right. You haven't actually been through this door, but it's probably the door to the greenhouse.
Right.
There's the door on the far end of the secret room. And then there's the door back out to the hallway that you originally came through. And that's where you're hearing something slamming against the door in the distance.
Okay. Is the magic is the rug? Are there pieces of it on the ground? Has it been? Is it inanimate?
So, right. So it is still a large rug, but a hole has been blasted through it. In addition to, holes poked into it from spears and whatnot.
Can I take my rapier and cut like a square out of it?
Sure.
Okay.
Um,
I mean, Latch will put his ear up to the door to the hallway, and say, "Oh, I don't think we should go that way."
I want to know about these. I want to know what's in these damn chests.
Uh, he could like you can now see now that it's the Quicksilver is wiggling.
Yeah.
He can now see that as well. That still doesn't look terribly safe. Like I realized you guys probably the main trap was probably you guys bringing that demon in, but what is that shit on the floor?
Quicksilver. Not that much.
Why is it doing that?
Well,
That I don't know.
did we find any more
There's this.
correspondence or anything?
Oh yeah, we got a bunch of that.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that
And we're
mirror, by the way, also looks valuable, but that is way bigger than the floor length mirror.
no, yeah,
Like that mirror with the image of the Arctic in it or whatever it is
right.
probably weighs like 300 pounds.
Where is that
Um,
mirror? Is that the thing on the side over here?
right here,
Okay,
right
Right.
here.
yeah, all right.
Yeah. That's and just to confirm, I guess that's the one. Does it have the same image as the last time I was in here or whatever?
So when you originally came in, it was just reflecting the room,
Right, that's
but
what I thought it was.
now
Yeah,
now it appears to be reflecting some location in the middle of a tundra.
right. It's like, what the hell happened with the mirror? Is that bones in there?
If you toss something in it, will it go through and land on the other side?
I haven't
Nobody
tried.
has tried.
I try. I have some ball bearings. I pull out a ball bearing
Yeah.
and chuck it through there.
So I should send you this separately. So first,
7 years of bad luck.
right,
It returns
right.
20 times
So
larger.
Elzen, Lee, and Thaldarin make me charisma saves.
Fucking hell.
Oh,
This
Okay, I'm
shit.
glad I'm not the only one fucking up here.
So, Thaldarin, you get the sense of yourself standing in the middle of the Arctic. But I will send you the whole thing. You have a momentary flash. You're not stunned, and you don't get like a frosty band of icy hair in your head. You do notice that both Pebble and Lee have this strip of frost and blue-white feathers running through their hair, or where their hair would be on their heads. But
I see.
you have the same vision that they have, which I guess I could just read to you since they already read it. But you find yourself standing in a frozen wasteland, standing atop a blue-white glacier. You feel yourself uttering words of thanks to someone, but you're not sure who. You have a memory, but the memory is very clouded. You know that someone helped get you to where you are. You feel like it's you've been moved out of time and it's a lot of time has passed for you. But whoever it is you're thanking, you don't see them. You see the rest of the party and no one else. Latch is not there. You half remember that whoever helped you, they're trapped somewhere and you're supposed to free them. But that plan went to hell and you were unable to do that. The winds are howling around you. They're ice cold and very loud, drowning out the sounds of everyone else. The air smells metallic. You see 12 moons above you, and you don't see the 13th. The moons are all weirdly packed together. You could see them all, which is unusual in and of itself. So it may just be that the 13th isn't illuminated, but the moons are all, for some reason, all with very close to the band of the Ring of Sybaris, which is arcing over in the sky above you. Um, the location is familiar to you, but you don't really remember it. Again, it's almost as if your memories have somehow been partially erased or you're suffering from some sort of amnesia. You're sure that you've never been in this location before. In the distance, you can see the glow of dawn is creeping over the horizon, but it's still dark where you are and still nighttime. The only landmark is the titanic spinal column that you saw when you stared into the mirror. Half buried in the ice, you could still see it must be standing 25 feet tall over the ice. So it's probably, these vertebrae are probably 50 feet across each. Your gaze is drawn suddenly to a golden crown that's studded with black opals hovering in the air in the night around you. You're certain that you came looking for the crown, in addition to trying to free whoever it was who led you here. You watch as black flames begin to radiate out from the crown, flying up into the night sky. The dark fire somehow brightens up and illuminates the darkness around you, allowing you to see more clearly. It moves and hovers in the air over your head. It's also familiar, but again, the details are hazy. You feel like you came to this place with some purpose, and some power around you is preventing the memory from resolving in your mind. The clown begins to rotate over you and lowers down onto your head, settling on your temple. In an instant, the winds cease and the moons begin to pulse and radiate brightly. Beneath your feet, the ice begins to stir, and you sense something familiar and ancient, a sense of a wise presence radiating up from beneath you, supporting you. It's your guide, the one who's trapped. You They're imploring you to run quickly to get away from this place, and you know that means leaving them behind. But as you look up, you see, now that the winds have cleared and the snow isn't blowing around, a white tiger begins to move through you, towards you through the snow. It's partially camouflaged against the ice, but close enough now that you can see it clearly. You raise a hand and it turns, walking towards you, and seems to be standing in a sort of protective stance around you. In the distance, you hear a mighty roar and a flapping of wings as the tiger begins to move ahead of you, ready to fight. The roar is, resounds again, but it's closer this time, and you feel a sense of dread. You knew that this was coming, and you know that it's coming for you, whatever it is. And your vision then begins to clear, and you're standing in the room again.
Oh, what the hell was that? I was like, what?
But Lee, you do see the ball bearings come flying back at a high rate of speed through the mirror, and they impale themselves in the far wall, digging little divots into the stone. And you then hear a voice in your head, very similar to the demonic voice of the creature, that speaks to you in that same demonic language that you can't understand. But it does seem to be addressing you directly. And make me another charisma save.
Is this a disadvantage?
Uh, yes. Well, no, you didn't go down enough times, I don't think, to be at disadvantage on your saves.
Okay. Another charisma save? Okay. 18, 17.
So you feel this voice boring into your head, and you're not sure what it's saying to you.
Okay.
So Thalderin, you should have one level of exhaustion because you did go down.
I just realized that. Yeah.
And you realize that you had this vision like in a flash. Like it only took a second for this whole vision to flood your mind.
Right. Yeah. And so I was like, what the hell was that? It don't throw things in there, apparently. I didn't, that was not appealing.
What did you see?
A crown or something. Like,
Was it radiating black flame?
there was certainly black flames.
Mm. I saw that too. The first time we looked into the mirror. It is some world of ice.
I'm gonna look down at this quicksilver on the floor, I guess. Just sort of like watching it a little bit, just see if I can determine a pattern or if it's getting more intense or anything like
So
that.
there is definitely a pattern. You can make me an investigation check.
Oof.
I mean, Molly would help you with an investigation check.
And it doesn't give me proficiency, however.
Right.
But
But intelligence. So there you go. So yeah, Molly in your head notes that
well, with
the
that level
the
of exhaustion, is that a disadvantage?
that is true. But still, Mully would 15 is still high enough that Mully would notice that Mully doesn't think it's alive. He just thinks that it's undulating in a sort of sinusoidal pattern, like an undulating wave where there'll be like a peak in one spot that'll go down as another peak rises, and it's just
Hmm.
alternating. So it looks vaguely like it's alive and reaching up, but it is just a wave passing through the floor. It is It's not rippling outward though. The whole floor is undulating like in a series of peaks and troughs in exactly the same spots over and over again.
Does it like shift if I move or whatever?
No,
Okay. Um, does this chest look like it's secured to the floor?
no, but that's both of these chests are enormous, so they're probably very heavy.
Sure. Uh, I have a push drag of 570.
You could definitely drag the chest.
Great. I wish to do so.
So you begin to drag the chest away. It weighs probably about 300 pounds.
Yeah, so it's a slow process, but
To where are you dragging it to?
out of this room, just like back into here.
So you drag it out into the main room.
I'll do both. I mean, if I can
Yeah,
bring one out,
the
let
second chest
latch.
is lighter.
Great.
So you could probably lift and carry it. Latch will try to open it. Or well, check it for traps and then try to open it. He's pretty sure the first chest isn't trapped. So he tries to open it. He sorry, what was that?
Oh, nothing.
So luckily it actually wasn't trapped, but he is able to unlock it. Inside, he finds what looks to be an extremely detailed bronze statue. It looks ancient of another demon, along with a set of what look to be ceremonial robes. You could see that there are sigils are carved all over the statue, and writing in exactly the same sort of script are inscribed into into the robes. There is also a scepter. The scepter appears to be made of iron. Doesn't necessarily look particularly valuable, but it has similar sigils appearing up and down the length of it. The statue is quite large. The statue itself weighs about 40 pounds. It's roughly the size of a small creature. It's roughly the size of the spine devil, although it is not the spine devil. It is a different sort of demon.
High level of detail.
Very high level of detail. Like not like exactly lifelike, but intricately carved or
Okay.
molded.
This is impressive.
I mean, I think it's probably worth perhaps taking with us.
But
I mean,
yes.
Mully would recognize the robes and statue as probably, and scepter or rod as probably having some sort of religious significance.
Yeah. I will, and then I'll ask, I mean, do you think I need the whole statue or will the head suffice for
For what?
identifications?
I mean, to identify what sort of demon it is, the head probably is enough. To identify what it does, I mean, the sigils are probably more useful than a little demon head.
Everyone needs a little demon head.
The statue itself has sigils.
Yes, all three objects have sigils.
I see. Well, I mean, honestly, I don't like any of it. Whatever culty bullshit this is, I'd rather destroy it.
We need it as evidence.
Could be unique
mean,
enough to be findable. We should be careful.
I mean,
To be fair, it doesn't matter. I'll talk. We can talk about it later.
so the second chest is trapped. Uh, the good news is, Lat says, "Whew, that's a touchy trap. I didn't set it off, but I don't think I could disable it." When you were carrying the chest, by the way, you could hear something jingling around inside it.
Like potion bottles.
You're not sure what it was. It sounded like something relatively heavy and hard.
I'll just look to Latch. I'm like, okay, so what if we disassemble the whole chest, or at least
Uh,
from the from the hinges?
I mean, you could try to do that. That usually takes a while. Otherwise, that's what everybody would do.
Sure. Yeah. Um, how easy is it to carry this thing?
So the whole chest weighs about 50 pounds.
Okay. So I'll just start looking around everybody. I'm like, I can't carry everything. I only have so many hands.
I cannot carry it.
It's too big to fit in my pack.
Um,
Plus, I mean, carrying a mirror, nobody would think you stole a mirror. You start carrying a chest down the street, people might think you stole that.
yeah.
something we really can't worry about.
It's also pretty late. We might be okay.
Yeah, just
Turn Pebble over, just put it on him, slide it.
Yeah. Somebody's gonna have to carry Pebble. Unless we think we can sit here for
for how long?
an hour, a short rest.
I mean, you can still hear something slamming against the door in the distance.
Yeah.
That door might eventually break.
This is this door locked
Yes,
from the
that was
inside?
that door is magically sealed because the guard triggered.
Oh,
It was only because Latch was able to disable the magical seal that you got through this door.
I recall. Um, but otherwise the door is just like a normal door.
Yes,
Can I just kick it down? Kick it down.
you could
Or kick
try. I mean,
through it.
it's a normal, very heavy door.
Sure. You know, kick at the door handle towards the at the where that's at. That's like the weak point, right? Does it open in or out, I guess?
It opens in.
Oh, less useful then. Okay. Um, because I didn't bring uh I don't think I would have brought my morning star into all of this just because I didn't want to carry that much stuff. So, all right, well, this should be the garden or whatever, right? Actually, there's a map. There's a map.
There is a map.
Find it. Yeah, the greenhouse. Like this leads to the greenhouse. Um, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else to steal from here. Did you say that there was an extra door?
There is a door, another door on the far side of the secret room.
Oh, like way over here.
Yep,
I see. Um,
that's true. It's not really it's only secret from the far side, so I guess you couldn't see it. But you could see it from inside the secret room plainly.
can I sort of hazard a guess that maybe it goes into that other bedroom?
You could hazard that guess. From the map, that makes sense.
I'm trying to remember that room. It's been long enough. I don't remember if there was a door.
There was a sleeping.
I know there's a sleeping guy in there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there is the other, that map suggests that the bathrooms should be way bigger than they are.
Yeah.
And they've apparently been truncated. So, based on the design that you saw, it should lead into that other bedroom.
Well, I don't think we necessarily need to go wake that guy.
Well, Latch says,
He took
you
care.
know, your magic lightning spear was pretty loud.
Uh-huh.
I don't think he slept through that. He wasn't in the silence anymore because I took that with me and it wore off.
Start tossing things out that window, and I point to the broken one. Uh, and we hop out.
That's probably the smart way to get out of here. And you hear the sound of splintering wood as something begins to slam onto the door right next to you.
Shit. All right, guys, grab shit.
Time to go.
Uh, how do we get down?
Um, I'm like, do you not have a feather token?
I do not have a feather token.
You're in luck. I bought an extra one. I hand him over a feather token. I very specifically bought two of these fucking things because I wanted an extra one.
So you're leaping out the window?
Yep.
That's my goal.
Yeah, I
So
think
the window, yeah, the window is broken out. So as long as everyone has a way to either fly or has a feather token, you can descend. Lee, you don't really have to use a feather token if you don't want to.
Can Pebble use a feather token if he is unconscious?
My understanding is they trigger automatically as long as you're alive after you fall 5 feet. So,
Just got to
yes.
toss you out the window.
Apple just like starts floating down.
I really need to come up with a did you buy a counterfeit feather token table?
I I mean, I was buying them from reputable sources. Thank you very much. I was like, I don't want any risk. I bought it from an inline store.
So, is one of you I assume you will check to see that Pebble has a feather token before you heave him out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have a feather token.
Puts
Great.
it, make sure it's in a secure place.
So yeah, you all float to the ground, and let's take a 5 minute break.
Okay.
So, so you guys land safely on the street. You can hear, you're like again towards the back of the building. You can hear a bit of a commotion from around the corner from where you are.
Good. That's fine with me.
Yeah, we
I
want to
get,
go the opposite direction.
yeah.
So make me another group stealth check where everybody makes a stealth roll. We take the median.
Well, I am unconscious.
Right. So I guess I don't know what that means for the group stealth check. It's not a
Not
good
looking.
start. Oh, it is not a good start. I guess I will roll for latch.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
So that is, about an 11. So let's see. I have to look something up. Oh, that's not that bad. So, in the night, you are able to make it away before anyone sees you, although just barely, as the guards do eventually encircle the building.
Yeah. And I guess our only option is to follow Latch since I really don't want to go back to
Yeah,
where we're
It's
staying.
Yeah.
So,
agreed.
okay, so Latch leads you back to the lower city, where you go into what he describes as a safe house. And there you can take a short rest, or you can try to take a long rest, but it's late in the evening now, so the sun will be up in about 6 hours. So before your long rest is done, and Latch expects his
well,
people will show up.
well, 6 hours plus 2 hours of flight activity is counts as a long rest.
Right. If you all go exactly to sleep, and your next 2 hours when you wake up is all light activity, you could all get a long rest in.
I mean, I'm
But
already asleep.
Well,
right,
I'm
but
not,
like
I
I
don't
said,
sleep, so
Latch expects people to show up before dawn.
Well, at least take a
Uh,
short rest.
Right.
yeah,
You
yeah.
can reliably get a short rest in right now, except for Pebble, who's completely unconscious.
Yeah, I'll be unconscious for only 1 hour.
I asked Latch if he's got any healing potions in the safe house.
No, he wouldn't have anything like that in the safe house. People would steal them out if they were in there.
Got one hit die left. Nice.
She wanted. Oh, could have been a little better, but still good.
Yeah.
But, he suggests you might as well hang out in the safe house with him for a while. He's going to leave briefly to go summon people to the safe house. In the morning, like at least by mid-morning at the latest, you'll be able to get some feedback through the grapevine about what people are saying about what happened. If you need to make it out of Sharn, Latch would also have to make it out of Sharn, and he knows how to get out unseen.
I would tell him to when he makes his request to come back, bring back at least 1 or 2 healing potions.
So he'll request somebody bring them. I mean, he doesn't have a source that can get
Right.
him one tonight.
Right, but I'm just going to assume the effects of the thing could come back after my rage is gone.
Yes. You begin to once again slur your words as your concussion returns. But that's where we'll wrap it up for this week.
Good.
And you can
Good.
decide what you want to do with the treasure, how you want to try to divvy it up offline.
Keep an eye out for that.
Thanks for running.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks for playing.
Later, everyone.
Talk to you later.
Have a
All
good
right.
night.